Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from the Multnomah Athletic Club. This is the 2022 SBC John Pell Memorial Tournament of Champions for the IRT. I'm Fabio Soto, joining you once more. This is our third quarterfinal match of the evening between Eduardo Portillo from San Luis Potosí, Mexico, and Rodrigo Montoya from Chihuahua, Mexico. Faced off many times over the years, not both in professional racquetball in the IRT and also in Mexico, qualifying for national events, even in their junior years. They've been seeing a lot of each other for a long, long time. Well, thank everybody for watching, not only from the U.S., and Mexico as well. Saludo a toda la gente de San Luis Potosí, a toda la gente de Chihuahua, México, que están sintonizando para ver este duelo de mexicanos buscando avanzar a la ronda de los semifinales. Saludo a todos que están viendo. Hi for everyone in Mexico and the rest of the world. This is the IRT back in Portland, Oregon, after a 3-year hiatus. This is one of the best venues in the country. I gotta tell you, I love coming to these courts and playing. Of course, Rodrigo Montoya had a fantastic year so far. Made the final of the US Open, lost to Conrado Moscoso. Eduardo Portillo has had a great season so far. Fortunately, he had to drop out of the Sarasota event due to an illness. He's back now. He was 2 weeks ago in Monterrey at the Monterrey International Open, only as a spectator. Lives close by. He thought he'd swing by. We interviewed him. It's great to have a top player in the professional game also enjoying racquetball as a fan. 0-0 on the headband scoreboard as Rodrigo Montoya will start us off with serve. Skip shot, point for Montoya. Portillo is side out. This is going to be no easy task for Eduardo Portillo, even though he's the highest seeded player here with more tour experience. Montoya is coming off of his best professional career year. Wow, what a court awareness, side out again. One serving 0 on the headpin scoreboard. And I am joined now by this event's former champion, 2017, Charlie Pratt. Welcome to your dominion.
Great to be here. Good to be back on the mic. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Certainly enjoy having you here.
Thank you. It's we're in for a great match here.
Portillo. So Charlie, I gotta ask you. You know these guys well. You've played against them well, and you know, what do you think needs to happen here? Because Portillo is the one that's most on tour instead of Montoya. But Montoya got to the final of the U.S. Open, so he's been playing good ball lately. You played against Montoya before. What do you think Portillo needs to do to come out this a winner?
That's a great question. I saw Portillo play earlier. He had a relatively easy round of 16, but nonetheless played phenomenal, 15-0, 15-0. So I think he is playing well enough to win. I think it's really all mental. If he can just stay focused 1 point at a time, I think he has the skills absolutely to beat Montoya. But Montoya might have a slight mental edge, just being maybe a little older and having a winning record against him.
And not only that, I mean, there's a physical part too. I mean, Portillo's taller than him. He has a longer reach. You know, I think his ball retrieval skills are really, really good. But I think, you know, from a defensive standpoint, I like Rodrigo Montoya's defense.
Oh, yeah.
I like his defensive skills.
He's definitely one of the fastest, if not the fastest players on tour. Puts a lot of pressure on anyone he plays. That being said, Lalo is one of the best shooters in the game right now.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a really interesting matchup. They played here in 2019 in the round of 16, and Montoya won.
Portillo.
But that was 3 years ago, and yeah, Lalo has only gotten
better.
Yeah, he's still very young, but that's 3 very good developmental years for him.
In 2019, Rodrigo Montoya probably had one of the best years of his life. He won the Pan American Games back in Lima, Peru. So it was a feat in itself because he won singles and doubles with Javier Mar. It was a fantastic year for Montoya.
It was very impressive. You're already starting to see the offense from Lalo and the retrieving from Montoya. But if it continues like that, Lalo is going to win this match. You cannot, that's a great shot, smooth backhand. You cannot rely completely on your retrieving to win a match. So, you know, Montoya is going to have to change the script here.
Just wondering how healthy Montoya is. You know, last year he had issues with his right pectoral muscle. So for him to do a forehand, wow, ace serve right there from Portillo.
Deceptive too.
So when Montoya had to do a forehand, it hurt. But when he did a backhand, it didn't so much.
Right. I did see that bothering him a little bit, and you know, these players have had, you know, long seasons, and those things happen as an athlete for sure. Even Lalo, you know, had an injury about a year ago in Atlanta.
His knee?
Yep. So it happens. Great shot.
It's a good shot there by Lalo Portillo.
Smooth, effortless power.
When you have arms that long, creates a great pendulum.
Yeah, he was disguising that serve so well.
So side out his call, a skip is what Portillo's looking for.
Yeah, it was such a good serve. Sometimes it's hard to believe if your opponent actually gets it, and it's a great shot.
I don't see good salesman skills there on the effort of Eduardo Portillo.
Yeah, and it's a little early to appeal as well.
I agree.
You only get 2.
Skip right there from Montoya. Earning point number 6 for Portillo. A good cross-court winner.
I'm sure you've been talking about it a little bit, but obviously the glass in this back left corner is definitely a variable that I think most players out there are going to try to use. And you can even see on a shot like that, anything along that glass, it's going to be a little more difficult to return.
I agree.
Or to hit a good offensive shot.
There you have it.
Great footwork from Montoya in that rally. Good movement to get himself set for each shot he hit.
And you know, you have to expect Eduardo Portillo will try to exploit Montoya's forehand more than his backhand. Montoya's backhand is really good. It's deadly.
Look at that shot. Shoulder height, slice, kill, cross court.
So Charlie, got to ask you, what was the year you played Montoya at Worlds in the final?
2018.
18.
Yep. So it's like 8 or so months after I won this tournament. Having a great year, and yeah, was very happy with that performance, and it was a good match between he and I. And
Where was that?
That was in Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. At the San Jose Indoor Club.
Yes.
I know that club. It's really, really nice.
Yep.
So Montoya won the World Championship in 18 and in 19 the Pan Ams.
Yeah. Wow.
Ooh, interesting. Great pickup. Down.
Great rally.
It's a point for Portillo.
And, you know, Montoya has worked really hard so far and has 1 point.
And he has worked hard.
He has worked hard.
But Portillo is just
Yeah.
a wall of defense.
Look at that serve.
Wow. On the right. And like I said, he's going to exploit more that forehand.
He has this kind of inside out, you know, makes it look like he's going left basically every time, and then he can slice it to the right. Look at this.
A timeout requested by Rodrigo Montoya. 1 minute for him, 1 minute for us. We'll be back on IRT Live. Welcome back, everyone. For those who are just joining us here at the booth, Fabio Soto, Charlie Pratt. Charlie, so a timeout by Montoya. Too late? Too soon?
Yeah. You only get one, so I think it was good timing, to be honest. And then a quick point from Lalo. I mean, I don't foresee it being this one-sided the entire match.
Of course.
But Lalo is looking very good right now. He's changing up this kind of backhand half lob, too. A different one every time.
What I'm not liking, though, I'm not liking Montoya's body language.
Yep.
That's what I'm not liking right now.
Just flawless racquetball.
Portillo just making everything right. Shot selection, he's not making any mistakes.
Very few long rallies either. When he has the opportunity, it's over with the majority of the time. set up here.
Wow, Lalo just running for everything.
Incredible.
Wow, impressive.
That was an incredible shot.
I mean, what does that tell you? He's just running for everything. And we saw that match earlier, he got that double donut, but you know what? Every point he ran, every point that he had to run and dive, he did, regardless of the score.
It's a great point there. He's up 13-0 in the first game. He aced the guy and he fist pumped. And the same exact thing the second game, aced him at 13-0 and fist pumped, and it just sort of shows you where his head's at. He's not taking any points off.
No, Eduardo Portillo has never been known to, take any prisoners.
Yeah.
Just goes.
He is a silent killer.
Oh. And a cold-blooded one, too. Ever since his junior years, I've loved Portillo's attitude, because if he's down or if he's up, you can't tell the difference. He just goes and tries to dismantle his opponent with the same attitude, and I love that. You're very rarely you're going to see Eduardo Portillo with his shoulders down, with his head down. Very rarely. Wow.
It's crisp. I play golf, Fabio, so ball striking in golf. You don't play golf, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay. Hitting the ball in the center of the club face. And you can kind of hear sort of the same thing going on with Lalo right now. You can just hear the ball striking going on. It's just so clean.
Just Eduardo Portillo's reach, his ball retrieval is just amazing.
Yeah, he's at a point in his game where you cannot give him more than one opportunity. If you give him that second opportunity, the rally's over.
How about his court coverage? Wow.
There he is, mixing that serve up again.
Wow. Portillo takes this one in tremendous fashion. 15-1 in the headpan scoreboard. I say, Charlie, I'm impressed. How about you?
Yeah, I think my time here might be short if that continues, but that was incredible. I'm looking forward to the second game to see if Montoya can make any kind of adjustments or if Lalo just continues what he's doing.
So take a break. We'll be back shortly here with game number 2 on IRT Live.
Our YDF helped us a lot with almost every tournament with the hotel. That it's one of the expenses. Without them, I don't think I could go to every tournament to play. Well, I love racquetball and I want to be the best. I want to be one of the youngest players to ever win a title or the US Open.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Eduardo Portillo to the serve. Game number 2. 0-0 on the headpan scoreboard for the IRT. I'm Fabio Soto along with Charlie Pratt. Charlie, gotta ask you, Montoya, changes. What's up?
He's going to have to take his execution to another level. He's going to have to He's going to have to basically hit perfect shots, keep the pressure on him. We're already starting to see, I mean, those are the 2 worst rallies so far that Lalo has played. So, you know, obviously Montoya is most likely going to step his game up, and I think Lalo's level will probably drop just a tiny bit. And
I think
we'll see a slight, you know, so hopefully for viewers' sake, a slightly more competitive
I
game.
think that Montoya is just going to come out guns blazing because there's no tomorrow for Montoya right now.
Yeah, but, you know, he's going to, I mean, even that ceiling ball was pretty good.
Wow.
So, you know, you can't expect Lalo to, you know, just start playing terribly. You know, Montoya's going to have to just take complete control of this match, just like Lalo has.
Court coverage.
Yep.
Portillo again, retrieving that ball.
I love it.
Oh, almost kept alive.
Well, there you
Great
go.
effort there by Eduardo Portillo.
And those are the shots that Montoya is going to have to make. And he might have to do a few of those per rally at this point. But a good start for Montoya, all things considered. He's made this second game more competitive. Going with a lob serve there, I'm not really sure what his strategy is. It's okay to do lob serves if you think that's what's going to work, or if, but you know, I'm wondering if Montoya is just not feeling the drive serve right now, or if Lalo's putting too much pressure on his return of serve.
Can't say I love that serve from Lalo Portillo, but guess what? It turned into a point.
Yeah, he is mixing it up.
He is, and I like that. You got to keep your opponent guessing.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you, Charlie, you've been playing this game for a long time. Who do you think has the most deceitful serves in the game?
Well, yeah, definitely, you know, at this point watching Lalo, he's definitely up there. I played Andre, and his, it was hard for me to figure it out. Let's see.
I like Rocky Carson's court setting when he's serving, like how he sets his body and kind of hides the ball. I like that about Rocky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question, though. You know, I mean, everybody at this level, when you get into the top 10 in the world, that's just good rally. Good rally.
Montoya can't put a racket on it.
Last call for dinner. Grab some food. Courts 1 through 4, mezzanine level. If you've already eaten, grab seconds.
Nice work, Mark Severo, court 9, Racquetball, turn the dice.
Portillo making quick work. Shot selection, skill, maturity. Not taking unnecessary risks. That's what I like about Portillo's game as of late.
And just a couple minutes after giving Montoya some props for making the first few rallies competitive, already Lalo with a 5-1 lead, make it 6-1.
And you know what? I like how Portillo is definitely exploiting Montoya's right side. His forehand, he knows that is his weaker side.
Yeah.
And he's taking full advantage. Look at those drive serves to Montoya's forehand. They've been great.
Yeah, well, he's setting him up with good serves to the left as well. So Montoya can't camp on any one screen serve called. I don't think Lalo likes that call.
But he's smart about it, though. He's keeping quiet.
Sure.
Not going to work the referee unless it's necessary.
That's coming off the back. That's a good shot.
So, Charlie, I don't know what you think, but I think think the guy in red's going to take this match.
Yeah. Screen serve called there. And you know, I think Lalo could see that serve just fine. Sometimes as a receiver, it can be a setup. You know, he had the setup there, but depends on the referee what they're going to call. Yep, that's not going to do it.
There you go.
It's a 22-2.
Aggressive
by Lalo.
I got to tell you, Charlie, I've seen, of course, Montoya play a long time in Mexico, and I have not seen a player dominate Montoya this way, like Eduardo Portillo has throughout this match.
Yeah, and you see Montoya going to a Z serve, you know, really just trying to find anything at this point. Again, I mentioned that he wasn't really drive serving, and you know, those Zs are good. That back lay, you've seen a lot of Zs in this tournament. A lot of Z serves, because I think of this back left corner, it makes it tough. But I also think maybe there might be something going on with Montoya's drive serve, with his shoulder perhaps. Great get, look at that.
Oh, what an excellent shot there by Portillo that forced that back wall, but not too much for Rodrigo Montoya.
Lalo questioning that call. Not really worth an appeal just to get a first serve back.
Of course.
You know, I mean, if it was an ace, then that would have been a point. That's one thing. Wow.
There you have
Look
it.
at him running up immediately to cut that off. No hesitation at all.
Portillo. 5-point lead now. I honestly think that if he scores point number 9, Montoya needs to take a timeout because Portillo seems to be slipping away.
Look at that serve. It's just, there it is.
There you have it.
Yep.
I called it again. Timeout taken by Rodrigo Montoya at 9-3. We'll be back shortly here for the remainder of Game 2 on IRT Live.
I love racquetball. So if you ever out there looking for me, then you will know where to find me.
Got a good rally going here.
Good serve, De La Rosa.
But if I'm not here, then I will probably be at home in my office, trying to figure out how to run my new business. The good thing is that the team Willis Accounting and Consulting got my back. With their help, running a business doesn't feel so difficult anymore. Contact Willis Accounting and Consulting today. They will take care of your business while you go back to the things that you love the most.
I remember Rafa went to San Luis Potosí to my club to give a clinic, and then Rafa started to play with every kid. Every single kid he played one game to 15, and he was saying, if you beat me, I'm going to sponsor you, right? And I beat him 15-14.
9 serving 3. Timeout by Montoya. Charlie, what are your thoughts on the timeout?
Much needed.
Side I called.
That's a good call there. Yeah, much needed. Kind of quick, it seemed. Didn't seem like it was a full minute, but maybe my internal clock is off. But, you know, if I were Montoya, I'd be taking as much possible, you know, as much time as possible. You see him going with the lob Z. He's really, you know, at least he's mixing his serves up, but he really is just trying to find something. And I got to say,
Whoa,
great shot.
Portillo.
Jeez, he almost Went
get
through
to
the
it.
front wall. I got to say, as a server, the feeling of, I don't know what to serve right now is not a fun feeling on the court. And, just searching for anything that's going to work. I'm sure if you've played racquetball long enough, competitive racquetball, we all kind of know what Montoya is going through right now.
Oh, yeah.
That is a great get.
Portillo kills this one. People are going to go crazy. There you go.
Wow.
Wow. Crowd loves it after that great effort.
He's giving Rodrigo no chance to get back on balance and get his bearings and set up for any kind of offense. That was a good serve.
Rodrigo. And he makes something happen here.
That was a great get.
Portillo. Gotta say, Charlie, impressed.
Ball's broken.
Doesn't. Oh, ball broken. Oh, no. Pure luck.
Yeah. Long rally. Only a second one today, I think.
Listen, it's better to be lucky than to be good.
I guess. I don't think Lalo's lucky right now. I think he's just good.
And that was lucky for Montoya, though. 10 serving 4 on the headpen scoreboard. Skip shot, Portillo. Rare mistake. This is a time where Montoya needs to refocus. No more timeouts left for him.
Looks like he's lining up for another lob,
Refocus, rethink. Montoya.
And just an observation, I just think Montoya's still so off balance, even from the first game, that he's just not able to hit the shots right now.
Portillo. 11 serving 4. I want to remind everybody that after this match, our quarterfinal of the evening between Alex Landa and Mario Mercado. That's coming up next. So Andre Parrilla will face off Jake Bredenbeck tomorrow at 11 a.m. That semifinal set. Remember, we have a Saturday night final tomorrow at 6 p.m. Montoya. Another mistake. Looking forward to that Landa Mercado match, Charlie.
Yeah.
Speed and agility versus speed and agility.
Yeah, both, I would say power players. Definitely Alex. Both with great serves.
Southwood, Kisling, Serrano, Caldera, court 8.
Portillo.
Serrano, Caldera, Kisling, Southwood, court 8.
And Portillo is not leaving anything to chance. Match point. Eduardo Portillo. Got to tell you, Charlie, impressive play. Portillo takes this one 15-1,
Wow.
15-4. Wow.
He's outscored his opponents 60-5 in the first 2 rounds.
Wow. Impressive play. Got to tell everybody, this is coming really, really good for Eduardo Portillo as he advances to the semifinals. Going to wait for the winner of the Alex Landa Mario Mercado match, which is up next. For the RTM, Fabio Soto, along with Charlie Pratt. We'll be back shortly after a couple commercials with player interview on IRT Live.
RYDF helped us a lot with almost every tournament with the hotel. That it's one of the expenses. Without them, I don't think I could go to every tournament to play. Well, I love racquetball and I want to be the best. I want to be one of the youngest players to ever win a title or the US Open.
I love racquetball. So if you're ever out there looking for me, then you will know where to find me.
Got a good rally going here.
Good serve, De La Rosa.
But if I'm not here, then I will probably be at home in my office, trying to figure out how to run my new business. The good thing is that the team Willis Accounting and Consulting got my back. With their help, running a business doesn't feel so difficult anymore. Contact Willis Accounting and Consulting today. They will take care of your business while you go back to the things that you love the most.
I remember Rafa went to San Luis Potosí to my club to give a clinic, and then Rafa started to play with every kid. Every single kid he played one game to 15, and he was saying, if you beat me, I'm gonna sponsor you, right? And I beat him 15-14, I remember. When you play, I mean, of course you want to win, but you also want to look cool winning, right? And the Gearbox shorts, the t-shirts, the hats, the headbands, I mean, they are simple, but I like simple. I mean, they look great.
John Story joined the U.S. military, was killed in an inside attack on the 12th of February 2014. The biggest thing we want to do to help our local Gold Star families and our veterans, that we bring awareness to their opportunities to be served, to be taken care of, to bring to light ever-increasing need for our veterans specifically, to have housing, to have good benefits, to be taken care of. Go to livelikejohn.us. Go to the Donate Now button and help us fulfill our mission.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with the winner, Eduardo Portillo from San Luis Potosí, Mexico. Eduardo, really tremendous fashion, very dominating performance. Your round of 32s, your round of 16s, your quarterfinal match. You know, very few points scored against you. What are you thinking? What's your mindset right now?
Well, I came here knowing that this is the last tournament of the year, and I said, okay, I gotta win one more before the year ends. So I'm very motivated. Thankfully, like, this court is a hard court to play because all the stickers and the glass, and it's a little bit dark outside, and the ball is really dark. And I fortunately I could have I could use that to my favor against Rodrigo, which is a great player. But I think my strategy worked perfectly.
Oh, and Eduardo, we saw you attack his forehand more than his backhand. Is that something just came up to you in your mind, or was that part of your game plan?
I was actually serving to his forehand because I saw him a little bit too far on the left side. But honestly, on the rallies, I was trying to use the glass because I noticed he couldn't see really well, and I couldn't see really well either. But I just used that a little bit better.
Congratulations again, Eduardo Portillo. Advance to the semifinals tomorrow. You're going to wait for the winner of the next match coming up. Anybody you want to say hi to?
Yeah, I want to say hi to my family in Mexico, my sponsors. I know they're watching. Thank you so much. Gearbox, Team Dovetail, the Reaching Your Dream Foundation. If I'm missing Margot, Maddie, Gearbox? I already said Gearbox. But yeah, everybody watching and all the people here that show up, thank you so much. Show up tomorrow too. It's going to be great.
Congratulations again. Big round of applause for Eduardo Portillo, who's coming in, number 2 ranked player in this event. Eduardo Portillo, congratulations again. Next, and the final match of the quarterfinals, Alex Landa is coming up next versus Mario Mercado. We'll be back on IRT Live.